Good morning. Whew. She's cold out this morning. Cold, I tell you. Had to burn a little propane in my little bedroom in the back. Get warmed up this morning because it was frigid. Got a pretty heavy frost this morning, so fixing to do a little walkthrough type of hunt this morning. If we can get the cars in position, we're gonna put Squirrel's car on one end of the mountain trail deal, and we're gonna drive my truck into the other part. We got one vehicle parked at one end of this mountain range, and we drove back around to this side. We're gonna come in on this side and hunt our way all the way through this morning. It is freaking cold again.
Can you see my breath?
I don't know if you can see it or not.
It's cold. It's cold.
Huh. Anyway. Yeah, it's cold. But at least the wind's not blowing, so.
Oh man, I'll take that.
We're gonna get a little earlier start this morning, so we're not literally running in like we were yesterday. But we are fixing to start working our way in, and it's still as ever right now, isn't it?
It is nice. So.
See, there's this thing with through hunting when you park your car at one end and you park your car at the other end. Very important detail that you can't forget, that you may typically leave. It's something out of the ordinary, I guess is what I'm saying. So it's very important to remember this one tidbit when you're going to hunt through like this. Most people that I know, or a lot of them, don't carry their key with them to the vehicle when they're hunting because they're loud and they're bulky. When you're going to hunt through, it's very important for you to remember to get that key to that second vehicle. It's very important. We got about probably not quite a half mile from the truck. Squirrel remembered that he didn't remember that very important detail. So I'm sitting by a tree, freezing to death, while he falls back and gets the key. What we got going on this morning is we've going back to the same area that we hunted yesterday. A lot of turkey sign in that area. We've got a high spot picked out that we didn't use yesterday because of the wind. We're going to get to that high spot. It's supposed to only be about a 5 or 6 mile an hour wind today. Hopefully we can hear really well, and hopefully we can put our ears on some birds. The head of a lot of creek bottoms or whatever hollows come together, and we're trying to get into a spot where we can hear the head of several of those hollows. Assuming that it stayed windy all day yesterday, and those birds probably stayed down in the bottom most of the day. So we got a high spot picked out, and then we parked the car on the other side of the mountain. So instead of having to hunt here and then walk back the way we're walking right now, we're gonna hunt here and then we're gonna walk or hunt our way out to the other vehicle, which is gonna take us down be able to work a couple of the creek bottoms. So that is the master plan. It's a doggone good plan, but who knows if it'll turn anything up. It will not be for the lack of effort. I do have to make some phone calls today because I did a very bad thing. Since we're on the subject of forgetting things. When you hunt Illinois, you apply for a lottery. They send you a permit, probably in like January or something. It's very important that you have that permit on your person when you hunt Illinois. I remembered yesterday that my permit's still in my file cabinet in my Illinois information folder at home. But I'm hoping that my beautiful girlfriend can help me out here we're gonna try to send it to the nearest UPS store, and hopefully they'll hold it there so I can pick it up. We've got to call into or an email. They don't give you a phone number nowadays. They don't want to actually talk to you. Got an email in to Illinois DNR licensing department or whatever to try to see if I could get another one, print another one off, stop by an agent and have them issue me another one and void the other one. We'll see how all that shakes out. But anyways, now y'all are up to speed on what's going on. Next thing you'll see is probably daylight. And hopefully so many turkeys gobbling we got to use earplugs.
How far did I put a star? Huh?
You need to take a little break, buddy?
No, let's keep going. We don't got time. That was neglect on my part.
Very important detail about through hunting is having the keys to the through vehicle.
What kind of hot wire is this to do with my... We got to the high point and we got turkeys gobbling in a couple of different directions and several different turkeys. There's that one. And we've got, I think, 2 for sure down here. Everything's a pretty good ways off. We don't have anything in our neighborhood, so to speak, but we're fixing to go to closing some ground and try to get one in our neighborhood. Yeah, we need to. Let's try to make sure there ain't nothing closer. What we've done, we went up the road. I think these turkeys are gobbling in a bottom about half mile away, so we went up the road and found a ridge top that went out their way, which is what we're on now. We're kind of slowly moving their way. See if we can get a bearing on them. We just got to get in the same neighborhood in order to get a good fix on where they're at. And hopefully at the end of this ridge, we'll find just that. Think they're in those fields? I don't think they are. This one sounded like it was close. I wonder if they'd be willing to cross that joker. He just flew down and they hammered it. They've been in here. Dang it. They're on the other side of that wide open field. I don't know, let's look. We're on their side. We just need to get a good bearing on them now. We think they're wrapped around so that we can move into this little notch in this ridge. But if they're fading this way, it could be a mistake. We're following this notch. You can see behind me leads up. It's gonna top out. On the other side is the big bottom that comes in here. I think those turkeys they were working toward. They were obviously, one of them was here this morning, you can see. That's extremely fresh. You can see the frost is on the other leaves. This doesn't have any frost on it, so she just kicked this open this morning. So we're going to slip up to this top here. Wish they would gobble when we were about there, but they've quit gobbling, at least as far as we can hear they have. We'll try to strike them when we get up there. Look out to the top of this saddle. Just a very narrow little strip right here, and it falls off into the next bottom, and he gobbled. I can't tell if he's on the other side of the bottom or not. Then we're finna to try to crawl so that we can see down. see how it all plays out. I know there's hens. I know there's more than one gobbler. I don't know if they're together, if they're spread up down that bottom. We'll see shortly. It just took about 3 steps. Gonna go across the top here. There's 2 gobblers standing. I don't know if they heard us walking in the leaves and walked up to the top or what. The other bird's still gobbling, but them 2 run kind of back toward him, so I don't know what to do now. My thing is, I bet those 2 ran him off when they met up around here this morning. They probably ran him off, and he's got over there away from him and started gobbling. I don't know. He may be reluctant to come back to this side.
They're across from us.
What's that?
They're across from us.
Did they? Yep, right there.
How sure are you?
I'm positive.
Made a big loop. Should be just a couple hundred yards above where those turkeys were gobbling earlier. Squirrel said he heard about it here. He's Facebooking right now. He's got to get them snaps in. We could kill one on top of this ridge, but he'd have to walk right up the top. He walks either side, you ain't gonna have much luck. I had him right there. We're going right here. I'm gonna try to strike him. I did hit him. We're gonna go back that tree. We just talking about it. Think he'll come up here?
Get on that tree we just talked about, and I'll call some right here. What do you think? Something much in it? Give us a little cover. Yeah. Just hit it again. Okay. Coming. He's coming. Gobbler came up on the top of the ridge that we're on. He's down from us, I'd say about 150, 175. He's kind of hit his mark. He stopped there. We're just not going to say a word and just let him think about it. He's gobbling every, few minutes. Nah, probably every 5 minutes. Nah, probably every couple minutes. Trying to find that hen. So we're hoping that the curiosity kills him and he walks up the top of his hill. He ain't buying it, is he? down the ridge that he just crossed. Calling as we go, like two hens that are coming to meet him where he was just at. But he's not gobbling, so I'm not so sure if he's buying it. No wonder he didn't come up that ridge. Yeah. It's trash. He went right around the front of it, didn't he? Yeah. If he's turned around, I don't want to bump into him. I know. But he ain't gobbling and letting us know where he's at. He could be drifting farther and farther away right now. I know, and he was barely gobbling anyway. I'm starting to warm up. He was down there in that bottom. Yeah. He came up to here. I thought he was coming. On us. I'm not so sure. We're right here where he was at earlier. There's a pile of scratching. I'm not so sure there's a little family flock or something just moving through, and he's gobbling as he goes. A whole lot of scratching for one turkey, ain't it? We're just kind of moving toward him to see if he's going to hit his stopping point. You can see the scratching. They were right here. This turkey, I'm pretty sure, is with a little flock. Because we have cut a pile of scratching that's like minutes old. And he'll respond to a call sometimes. And he won't sometimes. Or he will, but then he's drifting right up and down the sides of the ends of these hollows are. Ends of the knobs are real pretty and the tops are a little bit thicker, so I'm just cruising from knob to knob. I mean, he's gobbling. Well, not much to show for today thus far as your squirrel. Nope. I know the weather is much more accommodating today. It's actually beautiful. We went from 8 to 80. Very cold this morning, and now it's very warm. Yeah. We're going, we got about a 3/4 of a mile left to the kick-out car. And one of those gobblers that we heard this morning was down in this, somewhere right down the road actually. They're outside, I think. So hopefully we can strike them on the way in. We wasted so much time on that bird this morning. And then sat down, napped a little bit because we're both spent. So we're gonna work our way out of here. And then before I go in, I gotta get to the grocery store somewhere. Because I didn't get a chance to go by and stock up, so I'm literally eating everything I had in my truck. We're walking out through here about our second try. I think I heard a turkey gobble. Squirrel thought he heard a turkey gobble. If what I heard, he's right off in the very bottom right there. Right, yeah. That's why I moved over. I thought I heard it went off the bottom. Man, those just been full of shit. You stay in the shade of this one, I'll get in the shade of that one, I guess, and we'll just sit here. We'll give it 20 minutes. You'll get in that shade of that one, I'll get in the shade of this one. So it was definitely a turkey gobbled. Just struck him off his road, and I was about 80% sure it was a gobble I heard. But he wouldn't gobble again. So we sat down, we've been sitting here about 10 minutes. I was gonna give it 20. And he gobbled down in there. He's down in his bottom. I don't know what her plan is. I know I got a splitting headache. I'm starving to death. But it's a guy turkey just gobbled, so he devotes. We will devote whatever time is necessary to try to kill him. That's just how it works. My head is pounding. Definitely a turkey you can take. Definitely. This bottom just runs straight down in there. He said it is right down in the bottom. Right yeah, and there's another ridge that goes over. He sounded like he was right over here, maybe. Or like he was sitting right here, somewhere right in here. Shit, I thought it was over here. He might have been. He might have been down there then. Because I was considering facing this way like that. Yeah, let me look at my phone. So I just give y'all. Squirrel just walked over here because we had to discuss strategy. Because the turkey just gobbled down there. And we were discussing how we were going to get down to the bottom with him. We felt like that's what needed to happen. As we're doing that, literally, I cut the camera off maybe a minute and laid it down, looking at my maps on my phone. Picked a bot like a little ravine. Anyways, I hear something behind us. I told that squirrel, get your gun. Something's running at us from behind us. I look up this trail that runs along the top right here, and I see a longbeard. I just catch a hole, and I see a longbeard running toward us. And I tell him, get your gun, there's a longbeard in the road. Or in the trail. Whatever. Well, he stops and he's looking. He's about 70 yards. And another longbeard walks in the woods. And they both come running directly toward us. I'm assuming... I don't know if it's our calling. And they just never gobbled. And they probably heard this turkey below us gobble. And it being two of them, they were probably coming to whip him. And we just happened to be between it. We'll see what happened was. I just had to lay back against the tree and plug my ears. It's a squirrel, you gotta shoot straight over top of me. So he got the gun, got it up top. Last I looked, they were both running, like coming right down at us. So I lay back against this big old tree. Squirrels, he's right here. He gets the gun, pokes it straight across here. I've got both ears plugged. I see him talking, so I had to unplug my left ear, the one away from the gun barrel, I hear him say, they're running right at us. So I just plugged it back. Pow! We don't have anything to show for it. We got a spent hole somewhere over there to show for it. That thing is staying right where it is. I cannot believe I freaking missed. That didn't help my headache. It's getting some white hairs. Always some silver purple from dealing with turkeys like that. What do you have to say for yourself, squirrel? I'm a disgrace. Kind of upset right now. No, shit happens, I guess. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Unreal. Some things are running right at us. I mean they're running right at us. I just looked at them chip shots. I could not believe it. That front one was running, but his beard's doing this. I think I got mesmerized. Oh my God. That hurts. That hurts so bad. That hurts. Oh man. After all the work we did, we're close to the car too. Yeah. Had salt in the wounds.
Is that where he was at, right by that oak tree?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping to find a sapling that took all the shots, so I at least have something to say for it.
A Mylar and an overshot card. That's all you got to show for it, huh?
I'm going into this area. The squirrel's going back to where he missed that gobbler today because there's obviously 3 gobblers in there. Well, 2 of them that he shot at, or one of the 2 he shot at, and then the other one that we had gobbling. One of those 2 came up. So what was funny is we heard that initial bird off roost this morning and dropped a pin at where he was at. We were on our way back to the truck and we stopped there because obviously we knew there was a bird that started his day there. He wouldn't 100 yards from his roost tree, or where he wouldn't 100 yards. He was in the bottom right below where I thought he roosted. So told him that gobbler probably has no idea what happened. He was a few hundred yards, or a couple hundred yards away from us when the shot went off. He shut up, of course, but he wasn't gobbling good anyway. He obviously had hens for sure. I assume. I don't know for sure anything. But anyway, he's going in there, try to roost.
Dinner time.
5-star dinner.
An exquisite Nature's Valley bread, Oscar Mayer ham, provolone cheese with a dash of Hellman's and a dash of whatever kind of cheap mustard we bought. And potato chips.
Barbecue, kettle.
And for those who are wanting a little twang, salt and vinegar.
Notice that that bag wore out.
We like twang. But
tell me what's on the agenda for tonight.
fix to go to bed.
Right.
We got the, I'm sure if you can see this, bottles of water up there. On the
Give away all the secrets.
On the defroster. Getting a little heat on them. We can toss them over his nasty heads. with a little shampoo and feel all fresh and frisky when we get done with them. It makes pouring those, I don't know who would want to pour a cold bottle of water over their head.
Not me.
I've done it many times, but you learn things. And one of them is putting bottles of water on the dash and letting the sun cook them while you're hunting, and then putting a defroster on them. You can get that water up 100 degrees. You can pour it over your head. It's like a shower. I tell you, I can go many days. If all I can do is wash my head. I can hit the high spots. The rest of them, boy, I gotta wash my head every day or so, every other day. But
Rejuvenate you. I feel fresh now. I was lagging before.
Squirrel heard one gobble a few times this evening. We're gonna try to go get up in his
Comfort zone.
yeah, we're trying to smell his breath in the morning. It's gonna be tough because these leaves sound like cornflakes. So it's pitch black dark though, almost no moon.